You heard that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holy Ball's moving.
Oh,
Look at that.
Since I was a little boy, I've loved spooky legends and scary mysteries. And when I had boys of my own, we bonded over those campfire stories.
we're going on a search
For
for Sasquatch.
And debated whether Bigfoot was real,
That is a real track of Bigfoot.
or if ghosts really existed. And we swore that one day we would find out those answers together. That day has come.
That's actually nuts. Oh my god. Holy
It's a really, really beautiful country. Look at this. Look at this amazing. This does look like England, though. Doesn't it look like England?
Yeah.
I need to take a picture of that, though.
Yeah, that is unbelievable.
That really is absolutely gorgeous. How beautiful this is. Look at the deer. Unbelievable, the wildlife.
You need to get those vehicles moved.
All right, we're on the move. Amazing.
The sheriff is not pleased.
Is he behind us still? No, he's not.
He's parked back there.
I'm glad you guys could get out of class to do this. What was the last time, I mean, between me doing, Parks and Rec and The Grinder and Code Black, Matthew being across the country at Duke, when you at Stanford, I can't even remember the last time we've had a chance to, just the three of us, get away.
I'm happy to be here because this is just fun in it right here.
What's that quote? It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yeah.
I think that's Miley Cyrus, maybe?
You would know if it was.
And it's also guys. It's like, I got your mom, you guys have your girlfriends, we've escaped their clutches.
I'm gonna bow out of
Yeah.
escaping the clutches.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip out on
If
that
Samantha
one as well.
watches this, she needs to know I was not a part of that metaphor.
I'll let mom be the only one involved.
Yeah.
See, she's in it to win it with me at this point.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Ours are not.
We're
Essentially-
26 years in. She's not going anywhere over me talking about her clutches. Johnny, give me some information on Preston Castle.
The Preston Castle, a tragic blend of mystery, history, and horror.
It's kind of what we're looking for. It's a boys' reformatory built in, I think, 1889 and closed since the 60s.
These kids were essentially like convicts.
Yes.
Yes. They were called wards of the state.
Yeah. It's like a worse version of a foster home.
So there's been multiple murders at this place.
One kid was shot trying to escape.
The housekeeper was murdered. They don't know who it was, beaten to death, and the body was found in the basement. And then you have to assume other kids died of disease or whatnot.
Yeah, and
Why are you assuming kids died of disease?
It's the 1800s.
Yeah. And supposedly those spirits haunt the place to this day and is one of the most haunted places in California.
So what makes us different from any other idiot who's taking cameras into haunted mansions and castles and whatever?
Well, Shaman John is going to meet us. You remember the shaman your mom and I met in Big Sur. We will bring him to help manifest whatever energy may or may not be. Nobody has brought a shaman to try to reach across the void to bring out these spirits.
So when I go back to school, I'll just tell people I was with a shaman in a haunted basement.
Pretty much.
There's plenty of people that have tried to find ghosts and carried cameras around. Why do you think there's no like definitive footage of a ghost?
Television is filled with shows about ghosts and ghost hunting with apparitions and things. Maybe they're faked, maybe they aren't faked. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the show, because I love those shows, and we've always loved them. And to have a chance to see whether it's BS or not is great.
fully agree. And just because there hasn't been the smoking gun evidence yet doesn't necessarily mean that we can't be the ones to find it.
Right.
Are you guys hungry? I'm starving. We're getting a donut.
This is the worst part. You can't park like this. I actually
cannot
won't allow
park
you to
like
park
this.
like this.
Look at the way he's parked.
He's
backing
gonna
out.
back out.
I was gonna back out too before you guys
All right, I'm just saying.
hammered me so badly. Donuts! Disappointing. A little disappointing. Hi, I'm gonna have so many choices. I'm having that little chocolate guy in the corner.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Off we go.
Oh my gosh, it's okay. Can we get a picture?
Sure.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, thank you very much.
You bet.
Awesome. In Twin Cities?
We're doing an adventure show for A&E. Yeah, my boys and I. Let's do a group photo.
I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want a simple donut. I just wanted a simple donut.
Thank you.
Ah, you guys are the best. Thank you. Oh, there it is.
What?
There's Preston Castle.
Is that it?
Yes, it is.
That does look like it.
It is. Could that be any more terrifying? Oh my God, that is unbelievable.
Oh my God.
How great is this? It's like looming over the whole city, like looming. Now, if there was a Dracula in there,
Dracula. Is that another one for us?
vampires, yes. They've sort of been co-opted by teenage girls, though. Not really as scary when they have six-packs. Let's get something to eat.
Yes, Mom. The shaman will protect us from spirits.
Is that your mom? Let's talk to your hand. Let's talk to Mom. She is so upset that we're gonna get possessed.
Tell her I'm gonna antagonize the spirits.
I promise you, I will have the shaman there to protect us so we don't get possessed. I'm not making a joke about it. I swear I'm not making a joke about it.
It's not funny, honey. Ghosts can possess people. I already texted the shaman. And I
I
told him
already
what I
texted
needed.
the shaman.
You've already texted the shaman.
Yeah. I told him that I don't like the idea that the boys are sleeping in rooms with ghosts and that he needs to clear the rooms.
Sure. We gotta go. Bye.
Love you.
Love you. She's out of her mind. Your mom is the best. Guys, we gotta prep our gear.
Oh my.
Hey! Shaman John! Good to see you, man.
You too.
How's everything? Excellent. We're just going through all of the equipment. Thanks for coming. Are they gonna need you?
John, how familiar are you with this gear?
I'm familiar with what it does.
What's the
what is
millimeter?
That one's the EMF, isn't it? Yeah, EMF
Says
and
EMF
temperature,
and
right.
Yeah, it measures fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, which they say is the best way to detect the paranormal.
EMF would spike on the top.
With spirits.
What would be a reading that would be like an anomaly blip, and what would be a reading where you go, holy crap, what is that?
It's relative, right? So you got 0 now, you get anything, it's gonna mean something.
Right. See, look, nothing.
Nothing.
Oh. Nothing.
That's a spirit box.
You were a spirit?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Good thing we have this ovulus.
That's the greatest. So, John, the deal with the ovulus is you can ask the ghost questions, and the theory is they're in a different frequency, very, very hard for people to hear. This puts it on a frequency that you can hear. So this can manipulate it into a voice that will be audible to us,
They
right?
can speak through that. Yeah,
can speak through that.
They can, right.
By the way, I sound like an insane
You
person
sound like
It's all right.
right now.
you belong in Preston
I
Castle.
sound like I'm losing my mind. Cheryl, I FaceTimed her at the restaurant, and she is flipping
She
out.
texted me immediately.
She's texted you already?
Yeah, I said, don't worry,
So she's
I'll protect
really
you.
concerned that there's going to be some bad ghost that's going to attach itself to Jono and
Yeah.
Matthew. She
No,
doesn't care
but
about me so
that's-
much, but
look.
very worried about the children.
Of course.
And so
As
you've
it should
got
be.
a plan for that.
Yes, I've got a way to clear
Protect
that.
us.
This is plant oils of cedar, sage, frankincense, myrrh, a half dozen others from all over the world that are used to clear energy, clear space, send out spirits, right? And we use our breath, kamayo. So I just and spray out whatever's going on.
Isn't that why in the Bible that they say they brought the baby Jesus
Yeah.
frankincense and myrrh? I've
Yeah,
always
to
been,
protect him.
It's never been explained to me until now that is traditionally how you deal with
Right.
other entities.
Right. Clear heavy energies, bad energies, entities.
This is ludicrous. Yeah.
We heard that there was an old well underneath the hotel we're staying at, and that's where a little girl drowned, and they covered the well and built the hotel over it. So everyone's asleep, and we've decided to try to see if there's a way into a basement or something like that outside the hotel.
That's frightening.
What? Oh,
What's in there?
hang on. Here. Right. It doesn't look good at all.
That's like the morgue.
Right?
That's the morgue.
This for me. John. Let me get up on your back. Oh, fuck. What is it? Oh, it's just the kitchen. Ow! I fell.
Okay.
So we found a way to the hidden well. Oh my God, there is a well.
Here we are.
Holy. There it is. So this is where the girl drowned. Can you get that on the camera? The story's true.
I heard something.
You too.
You heard a voice, right?
I did.
Oh,
We heard it again. We hear you now. Keep talking. Tell us what's going on.
my God.
Did you hear that?
What was
We're
that?
here.
Are you here? You still here?
Wait, no way.
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Holy sh!
Look at the lights.
Oh.
What a building.
Oh my God. Look, regardless if there's any activity going on tonight, this building is terrifying in and of itself.
Hi, I'm Ryan Mick.
Hey, Ryan, how are you?
Not too bad.
Wow.
Well, let's go down to the superintendent's office. This was actually very strategic because he had a desk that was right here. This little walkway out here. This is where the wards would come into the castle. Right below us is intake. So when
When you say the words, what would the age ranges of the kids here?
they could be as young as 8 years old.
Like kid who stole a loaf of bread,
Yep.
you know, is now sentenced to 2 years here, and this is what they get. They walk in and they see this, and this was as early as what, 1911?
This place opened up in 1894.
1894.
Yeah. So this section of the building is what we call the annex. We get a lot of activity down here. What we're looking at right now is just its last incarnation where it became an infirmary. You know, when we had influenza breakout, it wiped out half the staff and about a third of the kids.
Is it here and here you've caught something on film?
And right above us in Bravo Company Barracks, I have caught very loud Class A EVPs.
EVP is basically a voice recording of the paranormal.
Right. When we played it back, you actually hear a child say, "Do you want to play ball?" And we were playing with a little dodgeball and all that stuff on the ground.
Are these the main stairs?
Yeah, this is the main stairwell.
In researching Preston Castle, I've seen people interviewed who have seen a girl on these stairs.
I've seen it while I'm giving people tours, and I look up the stairwell and I see shadow figures leaning over the rail looking at me. And
So you have actually seen, had experience there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He doesn't believe any of it. I am ambivalent, but want to believe it. And Matthew, I think, is the science one who's being more practical about it. So between the three of us, we're trying to figure it out.
This is Company B. This is a dorm room. There have been about 50 to 60 wards living in this room.
Wow.
There was a fire in here one time. A ward set a fire to try to escape. They had this episode that they called the Preston Republic. It was where the kids were doing self-governance. They had drawn up a constitution, elected their own little president and everything. What ended up happening is the bigger kids kind of took control.
Lord of the Flies.
Exactly. And this kid couldn't take it anymore, and he ran for the fence, and they shot him. And that was the end of the Preston Republic.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
unbelievable.
It's right down here. We'll take you into the basement.
Great. Here we go.
So we'll go.
This hallway is spooky.
It's kind of hard to see, but there's burn marks on the wall here.
Really?
Yeah, I can show you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, whoa. Is there a fire down here?
There was not a fire down here, and you know, it just keeps coming back.
All right.
What?
Yeah,
All right.
it's a little strange.
The one thing I really want to see is where that poor woman was murdered.
Anna,
Anna, we need to see that.
it's in that room right there.
That's what I was just wondering. What's in here?
With the padlock.
Oh, yeah.
They've got that sealed off now.
This has to be ground zero for paranormal activity.
Yeah, this is the room that Anna's body was found in. In 1950, she was found murdered. She had been strangled, had a cord around her neck. Right.
What would she have been doing in this room? Was this a kitchen or?
She was the head housekeeper.
So it seems like we need to focus tonight down here,
Down here.
this hallway, this area.
Yeah.
It all just seems so nuts. I mean, I want to believe this stuff because it's so fun, but the truth of it is you know, who the hell knows? Why would some people see things and others not see things? Just writ large, why do people see spirits?
Well, for the most part, you know, you don't want to see spirits. You want to stay present in this world. If you have the gift to be able to see spirits, you got to essentially be able to handle it.
So are you saying that even as we're sitting here now, we're surrounded by another world that we can't see?
That's right. Yeah.
And some people can see through it.
That's right.
And are there some places where the veil is thinner geographically and people are more predisposed to seeing stuff?
Yes.
Which is why people see things in Sedona, Arizona, and certain places in the world, because the veil between the worlds is thin there.
That's right. Yeah. They're known
That's
as
why all the crazy people live there? No offense to everybody in Sedona. You guys are genius, but you're crazy.
They do say you shouldn't live in those. My shamanic teachers say that don't live in a huaca or a place where the veil is thin.
What's a huaca?
A huaca in Quechua is the word for that sacred area.
And it's also known by what? Power spots or what are
Vortex,
they? Vortexes.
Portals.
The fabric between the worlds is thin.
Right.
And therefore probably easier for more people to see something.
That's right.
Incidentally, did you have any thought about the Native American spirits here while you were walking through there?
I did. First of all, this is on a hilltop, which is generally their sacred site. It's closer to the heavens, if you will. So they would do burial grounds on hilltops.
Here we go. So wait a minute, you're telling me it was a boys' reformatory built on the burial grounds of Native American, I mean, that would...
Most likely.
Most likely.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that, Jaybird?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Plan of attack, we're gonna go down to the basement first because that's where they would be just finishing up eating.
Clarify, they.
The spirits.
Okay.
And then we'll assume they're moving through the halls and going about their nightly routine. And then we'll end up in the infirmary, and we're looking for the presence of the murder victim, Anna, or any of the prisoners who died here. John is hitting up the millimeter, so he'll be reading electromagnetic fields. You, sir, have the obulus.
So this is the
talking box.
Remind me how this works again?
So the obulus converts electromagnetic frequencies into words from its database.
Yep.
John Owen's convinced that it's just programmed to say things randomly.
You never know, that's what I'm saying. Whew. This hallway sucks. It's so spooky.
All right. Who?
Pie.
Pie?
Pie, isn't this where the kitchen is?
Yeah, dessert.
Down there.
Okay, so guys, we get to the kitchen and the voice says pie. Look, for the record, I don't know about any of this stuff. I'm just reporting what's going on, okay? Decide for yourselves. John Owen, to your theory that this is just a machine that is programmed every 30 seconds to say a word,
Yes.
how would it know to say pie when we get to the kitchen?
What, like, it's still a loose connection. That doesn't mean anything. You're grasping at straws.
This is where the mess hall is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just felt a real good rush of cold air. Whoa, I just got a reading of 17 on this.
What is that?
We went from 0 to 7. Look at that. 17, 16. Okay.
I'm not trying to play the skeptic, but there's a bunch of like machinery around it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It was independent.
If there's anyone here at all, make yourselves known. Do you see what I just said?
Matthew.
Look. That's how she died.
Beat.
Beat.
There you go.
First of all, it's not how she died. She was strangled.
And beaten.
I'm sure.
But this is what I mean. You're building the narrative. So.
All right, should we keep moving?
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, this is where.
Oh.
The lady.
Lady.
Okay.
Lady.
Okay, it's just said lady, and this is where the lady was murdered. This is where her body was. Okay, I'm gonna go into where the body was found.
Yeah. Point 2.
Did I just say Corbin?
It did. It just said Corbin.
This is Corbin. That's her last name.
Yeah.
What did it say? Medicine?
You want medicine? You want healing?
Cleansing.
There you go. About a little cleansing. I've got my cleansing oil right here. This heals and cleanses the energy field.
Outside?
Outside. I want you to do it outside.
All right, let's go outside.
Well, this, whatever it was, there was a lot of action going on.
Either way.
Okay.
It's just now going crazy. What do you want to tell us?
Why do you keep talking into it like it's a microphone?
I don't know. I gotta stop talking into it like it's a microphone.
Here. Let's go down the steps. Here's the ravine. We know this is burial ground for the Miwok.
And then we know it's burial grounds for the kids.
A lot of people. And they haven't been properly healed. So we're gonna do it. We're just gonna heal them.
Bible.
That means it wants the Christian healing.
It wants the Christian healing.
In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. We come here today to pray for these souls. We want them to be cleaned, cleansed, redeemed, forgiven, healed, and allowed to move on to the next world as free souls. Come with your light in the name of Jesus, in the name of the angels, and rest in peace, once and for all. Amen. Amen.
Matthew, you figured out who's gonna go where?
Yeah, going solo. We're doing this right. Here's how it's going down. John and Dad, you guys are going down to the basement. John and I are going up into the boys' dormitory.
Okay,
we're gonna split up and be solo now.
We're on walkie-talkies in case we need
We can
each other.
contact each other. There's no one else in this building. Remember that. If you hear anything, it's not gonna be us.
All right, we're good. We're good. We're set.
Stop. You're not a cameraman, all right? You're in this too. Focus.
Oh, believe me, I'm in it.
Down there, the superintendent's office, they say that that's a very active area down there, that staircase. And down this way is the infirmary. So, let's go give it a
What's that light come from? That elevator light just turned on. No, it's still on.
That was on before though, and it went off and turned back on.
Oh,
You're right, there it is.
Is there anyone here with us right now? Make yourself known.
That was...
There's a light in this old elevator shaft we just turned on and off. We saw it do it once, we called out, and then did it again. So now, right? That's not just me?
No.
Okay, that's really weird. I just got a little bit of the chills.
Oof, it's colder in here.
Remember this spot?
Yeah. Where do you want to camp out?
I'm gonna camp out right here for now. I'm gonna set some equipment here really quick. John, go get the those little lights from the other room. Because remember, we had a lot of activity in here.
I'm gonna put these down right here. How about this?
Put them right there.
How does this thing work?
This triboelectric field meter detects static fields, which are a sign of paranormal activity. And this device lights up when they're present. Turn your light off.
Off?
Yep.
I remember. You heard that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holy ball's moving.
Oh,
Look at that. Holy ball's moving.
Oh.
Look at that.
We have to have that on tape. That ball just moved and none of us touched it. It's even considerably flat. And it distinctly moved. I hope we got that.
We're just gonna chill here. This is where that woman's body was found. And this is where we got those huge readings. It's lighting it up.
Oh my God. That was nuts. Come on.
What the hell is that?
That has to be some crazy animal. Yeah, there's some sort of animal out there. Oh my God. Dude. I definitely have like goosebumps after that. That was crazy.
What should we say? I'm
tongue-tied. I'm like flummoxed.
I'm totally tongue-tied.
Do you have goosebumps right now?
Yeah.
Totally.
Remember, this is also where the voice box was going crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, that was crazy. That was creepy.
John, let's give this 5 minutes.
What happened to the ball?
Found it. I know the ball's a little deflated, but do you guys want to play ball? Was that you?
No, what?
That was a loud knock. Came from over here in this corner. But I heard that without a doubt.
If that is Anna, then could you light up one of the devices again?
If you want to show yourself, use the color green for yes, it's Anna.
So it's not Anna. You said green.
It's not Anna.
Wow, I mean, it's just staying on the red. That's actually crazy. That's actually nuts that it's staying at the red now.
Look how long it's staying lit. That is not going off. That is, I mean, that presence is it's here.
If someone is there, could you try to change the color?
Holy
That was nuts. I don't even know what to say.
The colors are changing.
Should I get my iPhone camera out? Because you can see colors on the iPhone.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. It went from red to yellow. Oh, it doesn't like whatever's.
It's going nuts right now.
Oh my God. It went from red to yellow. Oh, it doesn't like whatever's.
It's going nuts right now.
Could you change the color back to red?
We couldn't photograph you with our infrared nighttime camera in color. So we want to show people that you're here.
Crazy. I mean, I was so in the moment when that thing was going. That was, it was really crossed the line of being crazy when we said, "Can you change the color?" And right as we were saying it, it changed the color. And it didn't change the color for good. It just changed the color and it went back to the color.
Hey guys, are you up there? Do you read? Over.
Yeah, we're here. What's going on?
We've had lots of activity down here. The spirits have been changing the colors of the light on command.
Okay, we'll be down in a minute.
Okay, we're gonna stay here until you get here.
I think we should take that ball and send it down those stairs, right into there.
Oh my God.
See, here's the difference is with that little voice box you had earlier, it's going off so much, I'm like, I question that, seriously. But like, this hasn't gone off all day. Now it's quiet again. But it did exactly what she said it would do right when we started asking questions. And responded to our questions. That was crazy. Doesn't mean anything, but it was crazy.
I mean, why is it not doing anything now?
No, I'm telling you, this is the first, like, legit thing. This has made me question my cynicism a bit. Okay, I hear somebody upstairs now, but that's gotta be them. Holy...
What was that?
Okay, I'm not going
What the was that?
That was...
Put your light on in there.
What the hell was that? It was this staircase right here to the left.
It's here.
100%.
What was that? Was that here earlier today?
That was not there.
All right, I can't do this to you guys.
Oh, you
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I was so excited.
Oh, we're coming down.
Wow. You guys, I was so excited.
It's going nuts down here. Tell him, John Owen.
Dad and I were just chatting, and this thing went crazy.
By the way, what happened to us is unreal. The spirits moved a ball.
Really? That's crazy.
John Owen, isn't it amazing?
I mean, I'm actually rattled.
Well, I'm glad that you guys got to experience that. I really am, actually. John Owen, I'm glad you got to see
No,
it.
it was nuts. It's actually crazy that those things have.
Turn your light off.
Temperature spike. It went down 3 degrees.
God, that looks so creepy.
We're getting crazy temperature spikes.
These are big temperature spikes. Well, spikes meaning drop in temperature. Drops in temperature are always associated with spirits, traditionally.
I'm also getting really intense EMF readings over here.
Here, let me look at it. I think it's supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to go up when there's activity. Yeah. Whoop. Wait.
No.
My thing just jumped. This thing just jumped. This thing's going crazy right now. This thing's going crazy right now. It keeps jumping. Damn, I'm shaking so much. Dude, that just made my freaking heart stop. Oh, good Lord, that was terrifying. Light up again, come on.
I heard something. You heard a voice, right?
Light up for me.
It's really below the. It was like a. You hear that?
Yep.
Something 3 or.
Was that on your thing?
We just heard something coming through this, guys.
Guys, it's happening.
Was that on
We're
your?
getting something through this now.
That was nuts. I
A
heard that
voice.
from over there.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Something 3. It says
that up
something
all the
3.
way?
Is it?
Oh.
We heard it again. We hear you now. Keep talking.
Dad, is your thing freaking out? Oh.
Sustain.
Tell us what's going on.
Oh my God.
Come to this box.
Are you still here?
What was it?
Did you hear that?
What was
You're
that?
here.
Are you here? You still here?
You want us to be here? You want us to go? You tell us. Come on now.
Lights, lights.
Lights?
Lights.
No way.
Here we go.
Yes.
Talk to us.
Oh, man. Look at the lights, lights.
Up.
Holy. That was nuts.
I'm seeing stuff. I gotta get out of here.
Turn this stuff.
Yeah, I gotta get. But like, it's just my eyes playing tricks on me.
No. Maybe
Did
it's
you
just
see
your
that?
eyes playing.
Yeah, light just like
Yeah, there were lights through there.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
That should be. We're way up here.
Oh, that's a car. That's a car. This is what I mean. I'm just.
All right.
I gotta get out of here.
What are you seeing now, John Owen?
Nothing. I'm just tripping myself out.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. That's a wrap. What was your experience like?
There was a couple moments where I was startled and I felt like I was being watched. And I can't say that I wasn't scared.
But you guys had something move that ball.
Yeah.
We had voices.
We saw lights reacting to questions. For me, that was more than I expected to get out of this. It's all relative, but that's much more than
You
I
guys all
expected
have
get
to
out of
remember as well that there's video cameras, there's voice recording data that we have not gone over yet.
The headline for me is, I felt like I was sometimes surrounded by real people. Like, it didn't feel like a ghost. And I wasn't scared. I just felt like, oh, there are people here.
It wasn't unlike how I'm working with a physical client and I'm trying to track what they're trying to tell me and figure out what they really want versus what they're saying. It's very similar.
That's the other, you know, by the way, that's the other thing, is I feel like all anybody wants in life is to be heard and seen for who they are. That's what all of our goals are in this world.
That's right.
And I think that's what the goals are for people who are not of this world.
Exactly, same.
And we gave them an opportunity to tell their stories tonight.
We all write our own stories. And this chapter was a great adventure.
Look at that insane hawk you guys on the
That's
left.
a cool hawk.
That's cool.
That is a cool hawk, wow.
Because I got to share it with my boys. And together, the three of us know that there are even better stories yet to be written.
Rob Lowe at Fancy Donuts in Galt.
So this is off of Twin Cities Road here in Galt. Now, ladies, I want you to look at all of these donuts,
A lot of
okay?
choices, a lot of choices.
And take a guess at what Rob Lowe picked.
I'm going to say plain glazed.
I was going to get that too. Yep. You guys are very close. He got this chocolate old-fashioned here.
Oh.
Now, Rob Lowe is a man after my own heart.
Totally.
Because did he stop at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 11, noon, 1? No. He stopped at 2 o'clock. Because there's always a good time for a donut.
This is the real Area 51.
What did they look like?
Definitely non-human.
Holy, look at that. Something's down there. The anomaly lies in 2,000 feet. Whoa, look at that.
Look at those rings.
Like landing marks.
If he was taking an aerial view, what would be the predominant?
Circle is huge. Back to a circle again.
This is without a doubt the most up thing we've done.
Try not to fight the fear, just lean into it.
Lean into the fear.
Yeah.
The Hudson Valley Boomerang.
ATV, night vision goggles.
Just don't kill us.
Hidden top secret military base.
What's that?
Everybody get in! Whoa. Man, damn it, you ran over my foot.
Hang on.
Did you hear that? Record it, man.
I'm good.
That's an 8.
Oh my God, it's moving.
There's a light on it right here.